You just took a breath. The way you did it, the depth, the rhythm, the ratio of inhale to exhale is either protecting your body or wearing it down. Right now, with every breath you take. Stanford University tested 5 different breathing methods against each other and found one that outperformed them all, including mindfulness meditation. It takes 5 minutes, and the reason it works is directly connected to how long you live. Breathing is the only automatic body function you can consciously control. And through that control, you reach systems that are normally beyond your influence. Here is how. Every breath is connected to your heart rate via the vagus nerve, the main cable of your parasympathetic nervous system, running from your brain stem to your abdomen. Inhale, and your heart rate rises slightly. Exhale, and it falls. This happens with every single breath, automatically, all day long. This means that by changing how you breathe, specifically by making your exhale longer than your inhale, you are directly dialing down your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your cortisol levels. No medication, no equipment, just the ratio of one breath. And this ratio is measured by a single biomarker that researchers have linked directly to lifespan. Heart rate variability, HRV, is the variation in time between your heartbeats. Not how fast your heart beats, but how consistently. And it turns out that inconsistency is a sign of health. Most people assume a healthy heart beats like a metronome, perfectly regular, tick, tick, tick. The opposite is true. A healthy heart varies. The gaps between beats shift slightly with every breath, every movement, every change in your environment. That variation means your nervous system is flexible and responsive, the hallmark of a young, healthy biology. Low HRV, a heart that beats too rigidly, is linked to cardiovascular disease, chronic stress, and faster biological aging. Large studies have confirmed it as an independent predictor of all-cause mortality. Your breathing is the most direct lever you have on your HRV. A longer exhale raises it. A short, shallow breath lowers it. Every breath is either adding to your biological age or subtracting from it. In 2023, Stanford University published a study in Cell Reports Medicine. They recruited over 100 participants and tested 5 conditions over 5 weeks: cyclic sighing, box breathing, 4-7-8 breathing, cyclic hyperventilation, and mindfulness meditation. They measured anxiety, mood, heart rate variability, and respiratory rate. The winner, by a clear margin on every measure, was cyclic sighing, also called the physiological sigh. It reduced anxiety more than the others, improved mood more than the others, and raised HRV more than the others, including more than mindfulness meditation practiced for the same amount of time. Of the 5 conditions tested, 3 are practical starting points for everyday use: cyclic sighing, box breathing, and 4-7-8 breathing. The 4th, cyclic hyperventilation, is a more advanced technique that carries risks without proper guidance, so it is outside the scope of this video. The 5th was mindfulness meditation, which served as the comparison baseline rather than a breathing technique. If this is useful, please subscribe. Every week we cover the science that actually matters for how long you live. Here are the 3 practical techniques, in order of effectiveness. Technique 1. Cyclic sighing, the study winner. Inhale fully through the nose. At the top of that breath, take 1 short extra sniff through the nose to completely fill the lungs. Then exhale slowly and fully through the mouth, longer than the inhale. Repeat for 5 minutes. Best for daily practice and all-round stress reduction. Technique 2. 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. Hold for 7 counts. Exhale through the mouth for 8 counts. The long exhale, twice the length of the inhale, is what activates the parasympathetic response. Best for sleep onset and acute anxiety, particularly taken lying down before bed. Technique 3. Box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. All 4 phases equal in length. Simple to remember and completely invisible to others. No audible exhale, no special position. Best for focus and stress regulation in public settings. Meetings, commutes, difficult moments. All three work through the same mechanism. The controlled exhale activates the vagus nerve, slows the heart rate, and raises HRV. The best technique is the one you will actually practice consistently. Tonight, before you sleep. 5 minutes of cyclic sighing. Lie down, set a timer, and breathe. Double inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. That is all. When the nervous system enters the parasympathetic state before sleep, the body uses that window to do its most important maintenance work, repairing muscle tissue, deploying the immune system, and flushing the brain of the toxic proteins that accumulate during the day. Controlled breathing is one of the most direct ways to arrive at sleep already in that state. You will breathe approximately 600 million times in your life. What changes tonight is not the frequency. It is the intention. Next week, the Japanese concept that researchers found reduces mortality risk and that you almost certainly already have in your life without knowing what to call it. I will see you there.